We all know those days, or weeks, or maybe even months, when it all gets too much, when we go through a really tough time in our life. It can feel like there's no end coming to this darkness. It can feel like being in a stage of coma, where we feel kind of powerless over the situation. It simply takes so much energy and nerves being in this hard time. And believe me when I say, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You will not suffer forever. It will all come to an end, and it will be even better than you ever imagined.
Hello, beautiful, lovely souls. My name is Lanice, and welcome back to my channel. Today I felt like talking with you about hard times in life and how to get through those hard times in life. For example, my first year after I finished my studies, finished university, had my bachelor degrees, and the first year I started to work, it was horrible. It was so horrible. I was struggling so much. I didn't like going somewhere every day, 5 days a week, and being forced to do things I don't really enjoy. I wasn't doing something I liked. It was okay, but it was not my passion. I didn't feel inspired, and it was just not me. I felt like a prisoner. Of course, I needed to work because I have to pay my bills somehow, but I was struggling a lot. My mental health was suffering, my body was suffering because of this work situation, of this new situation. I just didn't know how and when this will stop. I was in a prison. For me, it felt like a prison. So I really felt stuck and I didn't know what to do. Because I knew I had to pay my bills, so of course I needed to work to pay my bills and stuff like that. So I was stuck. I just was stuck. But during this time, this really hard time, I was growing mentally, spiritually so much. I learned so many things about myself. I learned, and I'm still learning, to have trust in life, trust in the divine, trust in the universe, that everything is going to be okay. And this is probably the biggest and most important lesson I have learned during this hard time. I think we are all here to live a wonderful, great life, and the life we dream of, the life we desire. But the more we don't have trust, the more we struggle. And the more we have trust, the more this life will come to us. So this is so important to learn during hard times. But of course, this is much easier said than done. This takes time. Having trust takes so much time and effort. Please tell me in the comments down below, what did you learn during hard times in your life? Or what are you still learning from those hard times? I was suffering because I needed to change my life. I needed to shed off the old me and become a new, better version of myself, a more free version of myself. I needed to realize what I want and what I don't want in my life. During this time, I realized more and more what I truly want in my life and for myself. And now I'm on my way to do the things I really love and enjoy doing. I'm not there yet, but I'm trying day by day to live my dream life and to create the life I desire and, yes, be happy and live my dreams. And with my new gained trust, I know I can and I will be there. This time was and sometimes still is really hard and difficult for me, but I have trust and I have more and more trust and I know I will be there. Now let's talk about some things that helps me during hard times, and I hope it will help you too. First of all, why am I suffering? Ask yourself this question: why am I suffering? And what are you suffering from? What is the real problem here? Why am I suffering and what is it? What am I suffering from? Probably the problem lays even deeper than you think, or is something completely different. And by going into a dialogue with you, you can find out what is really going on. What is really going on there, and what is the problem, and what is the cause of this suffering. Ask yourself, why am I suffering? And the next step would be, ask yourself, how can I change this? Because it is your life, so you have the power to change this. By asking you this question, you get back the power and the control of your life. You are the entrepreneur of your life, and you can change your life in the way you want it to be. So ask yourself, how can I change this? Stop being the victim. Stop playing yourself small. You can. It is your life, and you can create your life how you want it to be. So take back the power of your life. You can make the decisions about your life, and only you know how you can change it. Only you know how to get out of it. Nobody else will tell you how, because it's your life. During those hard times, I watched so many videos or read articles or had good conversation with people who motivated me and helped me to get through it. The world is full of people who can help you and understand you. People who have maybe been through the same as you and made it out of it. Do some research, watch videos, read articles about those certain topics you need to hear right now. Talk to a good friend or family member or just someone you really can trust and can talk from the deepest of your heart. You might be surprised how much this can actually help you. Just being motivated in some way, watching these videos, reading those articles and having those good conversations, it can help so much going through this tough time and overcoming those hard times. Another important thing which we forget sometimes: it is okay not to be okay. Give yourself space to grieve and give all of your emotions space to be here, because they are all allowed to be here. It is okay to feel bad sometimes. It is okay, we don't need to smile all the time and be happy and have joy and whatever. It is okay, and it is so important to be sad sometimes. Those are all emotions of us. This is you. You are not just one emotion. You have so much emotion, and you should experience all of it, and you should allow all of your emotions to be here, to be there, because this is you. Otherwise you would always suppress your emotions, and you would suppress you, and you would never be fully you, and this only leads to bad and hard times. Suppressed emotions are never good. It is part of human being, it is part of life that we have the good and the bad. So take your time and just grieve or cry and feel bad. If you have to do this right now, if you feel like doing this right now, then do it. Cry, grieve, whatever it is. Feel your emotions. Let them out, let them be here. Give them space to be here. Allow those emotions to be here too. This can be so liberating, accepting all of your emotions. Allow them all to be here. The next thing is movement. Move your body. Moving your body can release stress and anxiety. For example, doing yoga has so many mentally and physically effects on us. Yoga does not just mean twisting and turning the body. The word yoga means union. The original context of yoga was spiritual development practices to train the body and mind to self-observe and become aware of their own nature. The purpose of yoga were to cultivate discernment, awareness, self-regulation, and higher consciousness in the individual. So you see, yoga is so much more than moving your body. You connect with your higher self and with yourself again in a deeper level. With your breath, with your movement, with your body. Yoga is such a good way to go through those hard times. And also meditation has some great benefits on us. Meditation is so good and helps so much to let go of all the thoughts and the stress, and helps us to have a more clear and calm mind. I have some meditations on my channel, so if you like to, you can choose a meditation from there, or choose any meditation that feels good for you. Yoga, sport, movement, meditation, it all helps a lot to let go of what is going on around you, to have a break of all the stuff in life and in the world. And it gives you a new and better focus. Eating good food is also something important during those times, because I know in tough times we sometimes forget to take care of our body, to give our body enough food and good food to go on. And sometimes we forget to eat at all. In my case, when I'm stressed and depressed, I forget to eat. Sometimes I don't have appetite at all, and I just forget to eat. But it's so important to remember yourself to get all the good nutrition that you need. Food gives you so much energy. Without food, we can't survive. So especially in this hard time where you experience a lack of energy, you need to take better care of the food you eat, to have good healthy food, to have better food in you, food that really gives you good energy. And spending time with good people is in general very important, is good for you, not just during hard times, in general. Be careful, be mindful who you spend your time with. Cut out the toxic people in your life and try to be with more positive and good people in your life, people who inspire you, people who motivate you, and people you feel good with. And of course, you should be that friend too. You should be someone who inspires people and motivates people too. So don't only take, you also have to give in life. And especially during those hard times, it is better to stay off from these toxic people more. From people who only drain you down, and after spending time with them you feel sad and bad. So try to stay more away of those people, especially during those days, during those times. Be mindful who you spend your time with. Choose the people carefully who you let into your life. And so it is with all the things in your life, with all the toxic things in your life. Cut it out. Cut out the toxic things in your life. For example, people, like I said before, or some stuff and things, and I don't know, a bad workplace, and so on. Try to cut out, step by step, those toxic things in your life. I don't know what it is for you. Maybe you live in a place which is not good for you. Maybe you live with people who are not good for you. Maybe your whole environment is not good for you, or your workplace, or I don't know what it is for you. Whatever it is, try to cut it out step by step. Make a plan if it is too much. Step by step, cutting it out. You will thank yourself so much afterwards, because you will feel so much more freedom and relief. See those hard times as an opportunity to grow. When I look back of all the hard times in my life, I grew so much from it. It made me the person I am today, and I'm still growing, and I'm still healing, and I'm still creating more and more. Without the struggle and the hard times in our life, we would never grow. We would always be stuck in the same stage of development, or there would be no personal development at all, because we would just be stuck. It is so important to also face the dark side of the moon, to face your shadows. As soon as I realized this more and more, I started to see those tough times more as a challenge to grow and to create the life I truly desire. and to get back to me, to my real self, and be who I am meant to be, who I really am. Without the struggle, I would have never known what I truly want in my life, how I want to unfold my life. I would have never known it without all these hard times and the struggle. And now I can also help and understand other people who have been through the same or through different hard times, because I know what it feels like to be there and to suffer and to struggle. And this is not a bad thing. It is an opportunity, and it's great. It is really important to have these days, to have those times, because there's where the magic happens. There is where you finally realize. There is where you finally shed off the old you. It's like the death, and then you will be born again, like the phoenix. It is a new life, and it is a new you. Remember, you are not in a competition with the universe, with your life, or the cosmos. When you're feeling this way, when you're feeling like being in a competition, you obviously will suffer more, and you will feel crushed over small things. So try to see those hard times as an opportunity to grow and to gain new trust in life and in the divine. You are magic, and you are magical. Your life is magical. I hope all those things in this video will help you to get through those hard times in your life. This is your life, and only you can change it the way you want it to be. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to join this beautiful growing community, feel free to do so. Have a beautiful day or night. Bye.